If you're a black person, I think by now you're not bothered by who hates you. Welcome back to my channel and let's get talking. Just when I thought the only people that hate black people are those of color only, well, I found out that actually I was wrong. It's like we keep on having the same conversation, just not with the same people. Now, can somebody tell me where the hate of Samoans for black people is coming from? Like, hello, I thought we're all black. Let's take a look at this TikTok video and we'll talk more after this clip.
What?
Yeah.
Man, look at, man, hell no.
You know, the moment certain people start seeing communities unite, they tend to bring up certain things to try to divide us because they know united we stand, divided we fall. Now, what we're not going to do this morning, especially on these TikTok streets, is try to divide the black community and the Samoan community. Listen, we're all family, and the term that they're referring to is meuli. Meuli is not a racial slur. So with that being said, don't believe everything you hear on the internet, and just know, I love you, you love me. We're one big happy family. La sabalofa from me to you.
I really liked what the Samoan man is saying in this video. Let's try by all means not to divide the black community because we're all a family. Like he said, this is the internet. Don't believe everything you hear. I'm not going to give my comment or thought rather about what I think about this video now, but I promise to give a comment after these video stitches. So let's get into it.
I just want to take a moment to point out that black people finding out that Samoans have been racist against us rather than making us angry has really hurt our feelings. Like, black people are like, damn, I thought you was with us. Like, I thought we was like this. We didn't know. I mean, I think that all black people know that in general, everybody hates us. Everybody thinks it's funny to talk down on us. We're at the bottom of everyone's list. But this one hurt. This one hurt our feelings.
What?
Yeah.
Man, look at, man, hell no.
Every culture has a derogatory term for black people. Even black cultures have derogatory terms for black people. This is because due to colonialism, there is a racial caste system with white people at the top and black people at the bottom. This is the racial caste system of countries that were colonized by the Spaniards, but similar caste systems exist in every colonized country. This is why everyone needs to realize that white supremacy is global and therefore anti-blackness is global.
What?
Yeah.
Man, look at, man.
I'm still getting tagged in other videos. I'm going to make this the last time I ever speak about this word, meuli, at least online anyway, because people will take what you say and they just destroy the point. The point is anti-blackness. Anti-blackness exists in every community, including the black community. So to be black and surprised that it's in the Samoan community when it's also in the black community, and then turn around and say, call Samoans, it's in the black community too. Are we saying call black people? It doesn't make sense. So people are like, well, I thought Samoans rock hard with black folks. Yes, but that's not the point. The point is anti-blackness. Please don't miss that point. The difference with the Samoan community, as opposed to just about every other community out there, including the police and a lot of just people, just racist societies, is that it does not go unchecked. How people miss in the last video where I said Samoans get together on their own to address anti-blackness. Everybody don't use that word. And everyone that uses meuli they don't use it with malicious intent because they don't believe that it's a bad word. They never made the connection between the linguistics and colonization, the meanings of the words and all that kind of stuff. So people like me put it all together and I say, that's bullshit. I'm not using that term. I don't want nobody using that term to me. To me, it's anti-black. It's anti-dark. It's colorism. It's all of that. I don't like the word. But for a lot of people, that's the only word they know. But that same word is used in an anti-black capacity. I'm a witness to it. I've been the recipient of it. I don't like it. And as far as I'm concerned, in many ways, it's as complex as the N-word. Black folks don't even agree on the use of the N-word. Some people consider it to be anti-black. Some say it's a term of endearment. A lot of people agree, a lot of people disagree. So really what you're looking at when you see videos like mine and people like me is a glimpse inside of the Samoan community dealing with anti-blackness publicly. It's an ugly thing to deal with, but the fact that it's being dealt with is a beautiful thing. So it's not really fair to stand on the side and say, fuck all Samoans, when we're dealing with the few that use it to be anti-black.
What?
Yeah.
Man, look at, man, hell no.
Anti-blackness is baked into every single community. This is why POC unity can really only be shown on an individual basis. But at certain periods of time, like during movements, how Jewish people were involved in the civil rights movement. Doesn't mean that there's no anti-black Jewish people. You feel me? Or you see like Asian protesters for BLM. It doesn't mean that there's no anti-blackness within the Asian community. Again, the POC solidarity thing is like an individual basis type. You feel me? If we go to think that there would be no anti-blackness within the Samoan community, that's crazy. Like, yeah, surprise, surprise, there's anti-blackness within the Pacific Islander community. Look at this though. Has been Samoans coming forward like, yeah, this happens, this is not okay, da-da-da, this is what's happening, so if you're black, you should look out for this, and da-da-da. That is where the solidarity is. You cannot be a whole community that's just down for us. Colonialism, capitalism, and third demon supremacy has cooked every single chance of that. There's too much incentive for anti-blackness for it to just disappear.
What?
Yeah.
Man, look at, man, hell no.
I swear, when they say we are the most hated people on this earth, that is so true. That's the truest thing. Like, I understand that we are God's chosen people, but like, why do y'all hate us so much? And the thing is, we don't even realize it. We know like this, like we're the most hated, but we don't even stick together. All these other races stick together except for us. We could be so freaking powerful if we stuck together like they do. That's so crazy.
I don't know why y'all keep falling for this shit. Nobody on this planet likes black people as a group. We are on our own. Okay, I've been a lot of places, I talked to a lot of people, and every last one of these groups has a slur for black people. They have slurs for people who even so much as associate and talk to black people. Okay, y'all keep getting y'all feelings hurt because you're so desperate from approval from everybody except for your own people. That's a slave mentality. That's a slave mentality. What is wrong with you? You basing your happiness on something that doesn't exist and then wonder why your self-esteem is so low. That's why I don't give a fuck when they shit burn down, because they don't give a fuck if our shit burns down. And we don't need them to. Look how Niger and France, or look how Niger has France in a chokehold. We don't need them. They need us. That is the main reason they so mad. Stop fucking crying and love your damn self. When y'all gonna learn this fucking lesson? How many times are you gonna get your head slapped?
Actually, before colonization, Samoans would have been considered black. But during colonization, people came and intermixed. They might have even gotten confused with Africans. I would actually argue that me and this woman have a lot of features in common. I think her hair is even kinkier than mine. So if we really take into consideration the fact that before colonization, Samoans were just darker on average, there were still Samoans that looked lighter and darker. Like this one looks like my mom. However, there were some Samoans that over a long time period started interbreeding with colonists and making a lighter demographic that we associate now with Samoa. So now we see people that are an ethnic mix of the Aborigines that once lived there and people that have been coming there and integrating with the culture. And we say that the new people that exist there from the mixture are Samoan. Even though they are Samoan, originally Samoans looked more like black people because they are the same as black people. Okay. The first video is over with, but I'm going to make this a 2-for-1 special because I feel like you have to understand this point to understand the first point. So, why are Samoans not considered black? I'll explain it to you. As you can see here, I'll show you my source. This is off of the Census Bureau. A white person is a person having origins in Europe, the Middle East, or North Africa.
When I became a U.S. resident, I was told by the Immigration and Naturalization that I am white. And I told them that I'm black, and they said, no, in this country, you are white.
This is the person arguing if he's white or not. Just so you guys can understand that it has nothing to do with skin color. So, because that last guy was from North Africa, he is not a black person. Even though a black person is a person from a black racial group of Africa, allegedly. I have less than a minute, so now I'm going to talk in bullet points. If you didn't know, black people used to rule over Europe from 411 or from 711 to 1492. These are the people that were sent to Edom after catching leprosy, which was the disease that turned your skin as white as snow. When Moses reached his hand into his chest, he pulled it out and it was white. But also, when they were enclosed in Edom, because it was sealed off for thousands of years, they started inbreeding with each other, which also caused albinism, and they lost their culture and civilization. Someone went to go civilize them, and that didn't end well. They broke out. They started fighting with the Europeans. The Europeans looked like this at the time period. The people that looked like me used to call the people that looked like this black, which meant bleached, because they had no color. We were called black once our history was bleached.
Now, before commenting on this video, I had to scroll through the comments and see what people have to say about this video. First thing first, is this slur accusation of Samoans true? Because the only way we can know is by having conversations with people who have stayed or maybe interacted with the Samoans. Let's not be too quick at judging. What we have to look at is, where is this complaint coming from? Is it from people who are close to the Samoans or not? Because now we are having people in the comment section disagreeing to this statement and telling us that they have never experienced that kind of discrimination from Samoans. And some are even saying they are the nicest people ever. When we look at the last video of Johnny's, I don't know if this is the correct pronunciation of his name, but he will forgive me if it's not. But this video tells us more about the origin of Samoans and how they could have been considered black before colonization. And his video is helping people understand how Samoans and black people are long lost cousins. Maybe let's try to understand what race and ethnicity is. Both are used to categorize sections of the population, but race refers to dividing people into groups, often based on physical characteristics, while ethnicity refers to the cultural expression and identification of people of different geographic regions, including their customs, history, language, and religion. In basic terms, race describes physical traits, while ethnicity refers to cultural identification. We might spend the whole day trying to make ourselves understand this by using all these terms, but hey, it is what it is. For as long as we are all black, then I feel we are one and we should love, protect, and embrace each other. I'm just imagining how that other race I don't want to mention feels when they see us at war with our fellow black people. But before some people get on my neck to say, why am I involving other people in this? Let me just say that we black people, or rather the black community at large, need to come together as one and avoid dividing ourselves. Like the saying goes, united we stand and divided we fall. The sooner we come together as a community and realize that we are one, the better for all of us. Thank you for always watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your comments. This is where I sign out. See you in my next video.